I'm back. Welcome into Speaking with Judgment. Appreciate you showing the love and support as always. I am Jonathan Mathis, the sports judge. Welcome back. Make sure to like and subscribe. Here we go. Back again. It was the first week of NFL football. It's officially back. I've always said nice stuff about Josh Allen, and now I'm going to say more nice stuff about him. So, I think highly of Josh Allen. I speak highly of the Bills quarterback. I had said it last week. I'd probably take him over any quarterback. That game last night, man, that was a thriller. That was absolutely remarkable. And it's only week one, and already we got a game that topped the box office. A game on a night that featured a box office quarterback. It was one of the most insane comebacks of all time. I thought Josh Allen was amazing, particularly in the fourth quarter. And when you watch the Bills, you're you're almost certainly in for a treat. And that's what Josh Allen and the Bills gave us on Sunday night. Josh Allen against the Ravens defense did whatever he wanted to do in the fourth quarter. We witnessed last night one of the best games. What we witnessed last night was out of this world. It's nice. And they kept fighting. I can take the good out of that game and say, okay, we have to be honest with ourselves and acknowledge the fact that Josh Allen is the best in the business. Better than Mahomes, better than Justin Herbert, better than Lamar Jackson, better than Joe Burrow, better than anybody. I'm watching that game last night and I'm like, it's over. The Ravens got this. The moment you looked up, the Bills were cutting into the deficit, making things interesting, making it a ball game. There was endless drama, a quarterback going absolutely nuts, going absolutely bananas, making all the throws, making big plays, showing off his rocket arm. Your quarterback was out there doing the job, grinding it out, fighting his butt off. And it's just, wow, you're really that dude. And like I always say, great players and teams find a way. And when he needed to be, Josh Allen was phenomenal. He willed his team to victory and put them on his back. It was incredible stuff. It might have been the best game of Josh Allen's NFL career. It would have been nice if that had come in a playoff game in the AFC Championship game. Maybe it happens this year. Last night was a classic. Unbelievable game. Josh Allen, obviously the MVP for a reason, best player in the league. Listen, he's a statue one day outside of that new state-of-the-art stadium that will open next year. And years later, years from now, we may be even talking about him being the greatest Bills player of all time. It's looking more and more like he's on his way to legendary status with the Buffalo Bills. Got to win one, but he's got a long career ahead of him. I thought Allen was really strong in that fourth quarter, particularly. Ladies and gentlemen, we witnessed one of the greatest sports moments last night. And here's why a lot of people are down on Josh Allen. You know, he comes up short in the postseason. That's the only thing I can really think of. And a lot of the time, it's never his fault. Defense usually has a meltdown, lets him down. The year before last, I believe the kicker missed a crucial field goal. And it's just that the Bills never really figure out Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. The most painful heartbreak comes in January for the Buffalo Bills. You're Josh Allen, a top 3 quarterback in this league, an MVP. You're on a team that's supposed to be making this run. Here's your window of opportunity, and a lot is riding on your shoulders. And last night, man, he draped a superhero cape around his neck. He took the shots. The team just kept coming. And perhaps it was the most miraculous comeback we may see this season. That might be the signature moment of his career. He had more passing yards in the fourth quarter last night than half of the league had this weekend. That's the best quarterback in the NFL right now. I'm not rushing to premature judgment, but we could be looking at a Super Bowl team. And I know I said that last year, but I feel really, really good about this Buffalo Bills team. And just think, if they had a better defense, the Bills would have a Super Bowl already. If you just had the guys you're supposed to be able to rely on to make stops, to be reliable and disruptive on defense, you'll probably be Super Bowl champions. Now you got to stack up some dubs in the playoffs when it matters, because we know what he can do in the regular season. We've seen it. It's a good start for the Buffalo Bills, and that's the good thing about having a quarterback like Josh Allen. He gives your team a chance every season. And when you got a quarterback with that much velocity, that much power playing against a really good team, you clearly are one of the best teams in the NFL because your quarterback is Josh Allen. I've never seen a quarterback more physically gifted than him. For me, though, it's that, and this is the thing that kind of worries me about the Buffalo Bills, is that they are overly reliant on him. Buffalo erased a 15-point deficit in the final 5 minutes to win the Thriller, down by 15 points in the fourth quarter, and they came all the way back with consecutive touchdowns and then a game-winning field goal from veteran kicker Matt Prater. 16 unanswered points later, and the Bills became the first team in NFL history to be down by as many as 15 points with under 4 minutes left and won the football game. It was popcorn night in the National Football League last night. That was truly a classic game. It was one for the ages. Their quarterback was 16 of 21, 251 passing yards, 3 total touchdowns in the fourth quarter. The first player in a century to throw for 250 plus yards in the fourth quarter of a win. Nobody else like him. The man is special, okay? On another level, in a class of his own, in a league of his own. It was as perfect as he could have played in that fourth quarter. Those passes were on target. And yes, they took advantage of a massive break. You had the Derrick Henry fumble. Last night was one of the most clutch fourth quarter performances of all time. It was one of the most clutch performances you will ever see. It was one of the best individual performances you will ever see. And this is why Josh Allen is the MVP. Clearly the best quarterback in the league going right now. He's clearly the best thing going. You can argue with me all you want, but I think what we're looking at here is the best quarterback in the NFL, and that was on display last night. What a game. All right, everybody, I'm out of here now. Thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate the love and support. I'll be back to talk a little bit more about this game because I want to give you my perspective on the other side. I want to talk a little bit more about Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens and that tough loss last night. So we'll get around to doing that too as well. We got plenty of good stuff coming up. I want to talk a little bit about the Green Bay Packers as well. But guys, I'm out of here now. Thank you guys for watching. Love y'all. We'll talk again very soon.